Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So this video, I'm going to go over a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot. I basically went over every single medal that's out in JP right now, every banner, VIP, high score challenges. I broke them down. I got their max multipliers, their buffs, their debuffs. I made a bunch of image slideshows I'm about to show you. I'm going to break why this banner is amazing and a must for almost everybody in this game at the moment. Also, a couple announcements and just everything. I'm going to go over everything right now because we are so close to catching up to JP, it's not even funny. We are 16 medals away from being exactly what JP has, and that's tier 7s and tier 6s I'm talking about. There's only 3 tier 6s left and 13 tier 7s, and that's just because another one just came out right now, and half of those are VIP. So 16 medals away, not much pullable medals, and we just got 5 of them in one banner. So let's go over that. Before we do that though, tomorrow, I forget what time it is, but Square Enix is going to have a stream. I'm going to pop it over here somewhere as soon as I get the image. They're going to have a stream, and if they get 4,000 viewers, everybody will be getting 2 Fantasia Mickey B's. And if you don't know what a Fantasia Mickey B is, it's basically any medal that you get in the game. It's a copy of that medal, so you can guilt your medal with those medals. So let's say you pull one of these new medals or do wield Roxas, you can use your Fantasia Mickey B's to fully guilt him. You need 7 copies of one medal to guilt that medal, and every Fantasia Mickey B counts as 1 copy. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, go look at Twitter. They have the announcement there. Again, I'll post it somewhere here. Go watch the stream. Even if you're not watching it, leave it on because we need 4,000 views to actually get 2 Fantasia Mickey B's. There's lower tier rewards, but I'm not even going to talk about them. They do not exist. 4,000 viewers, guys. Get it done. I'm going to be there. I do have the day off tomorrow, so hopefully I'm around there, and I might join the stream and talk about it. So that's going on. That's super important. Second thing before we start this off, my party's almost fully complete. We have the Organization 13 hoodies on. There's half of us right now that have it, and I'm really thankful for everyone who's done it so far. Everybody else, pick it up. We're almost there. I think there's like, I think like 10 more people to do this. First off, before I jump into all of this, just remember, future banners are going to be really good. That should come out is a copycat banner, the one with the key art beginning, skies, and bonds. It might be during Christmas. Illustrated Xion EX, which is the reverse version of Illustrated Kairi EX. And if you guys don't have Illustrated Kairi EX, or you plan to stay for Illustrated Xion EX, I would stick to that and not go super crazy for this banner right now. Save some jewels because there might be a mercy pull for Illustrated Kairi EX. JP had one, we might get one. That is your top priority when it comes to your jewels. Save some jewels for that, but let's try to talk about why this new banner is so amazing. First off is the high score challenge, and I want to talk about this genie. This genie right here is absolutely insane. This is one of the highest multipliers in the game currently, and there's 2 more medals coming out just like him, and I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to start with the genie. Let me just talk about the rest of the notice. He has a chance of being, not chance, top 1,000 is going to get him boosted. That's an extra 1,000 strength on top of this medal. This medal raises your magic strength by 7 tiers for 1 turn. It costs 7, but it restores 4 gauges, so technically it costs 3, so you can get away with a lot of different skills. And the percentage medals are basically just pull right now, 14% medals. Absolutely, this is going to be a crazy week, guys, of polling. You're going to see me pull a lot, but let me pull up why this guy is amazing and what else is amazing with him. So right here, this is what I was working on. Basically, there's 3 versions of this, and they're all high score challenges except for the Jack there. Jack Skellington there, he was a limited time medal that JP got, and we might not get him. Same thing with the Oogie Boogie that came out with that, and other Illustrated Halloween, Donald, and Goofy. Those medals, I'm not going to talk about them because they're probably not going to come out. And same thing with this Jack, we might not get him, but we have got Jacks before, so there is a chance, and also he follows a pattern. So all 3 of these medals are exactly the same except for the attribute. Hercules is power, raises power strength by 7 tiers. Jack is speed, raises speed by 7 tiers, strength, and Genie is magic, obviously, by the 7 tiers. And when they're fully guilted, they have a multiplier of 19.80 to a single target. Now, I don't care that's not AoE. Guys, a single target, 19.80. That multiplier is insane. And if you have a Kyrie X or a bunch of buffers, this is going to be your strongest medal for a long time. So this is a high score challenge that is going to be super competitive. Good luck to everybody. I'll release the videos for them, and I'm going to try my hardest to be in top 1,000 on both accounts. So that is that high score challenge and these 3 medals. Hercules is another high score challenge. Like I said before, and Jack, I don't know if we're going to get them. So if you miss out on Genie, you have Hercules and maybe Jack later on. So that's the high score challenge part of this video. Now let's jump into the new medals. Now this banner guarantees every medal you guys see here, and every medal that you guys see here is amazing, like hands down amazing. And before I start into this banner right here, I just want to bring up this medal right here, Master Ava. All the foretellers that came out have a multiplier of 13.56 to a single target and 9.96 to AoE. Compared to the medals I'm about to show you, this is actually weaker, a lot weaker. And you guys might be saying, well, you can use them for anything, they're AoE. And this, I'm about to show you AoE medals that do a ton of damage, and they're just all around better than the foretellers that came out. Now foretellers, they're not bad. I'm not bashing them like, oh, if you pulled them, you got trash. But guys, what they did here kind of sucks, especially for everybody who pulled for foretellers like crazy, because this banner is going to change everybody's game, and for a long time too. So Master Ava here, the unique thing about her is her defense buff, but we got a medal that kind of replaces this, and hopefully it's the right one. Let me see right here. So whoever didn't get Master Ava, this is your chance to get a better medal, in my opinion. You guys can take this with the way you want. It is an AoE medal that costs 3. It raises your defense by 2 tiers, your tribute defense, and it also lowers the enemy's attack by 1 tier. We're lowering the enemy's attack by 1 tier, guys, on this medal, which has an 11.86 multiplier AoE, and it's reverse magic, which fits in like the 3rd slot of the fairy stars, or the second slot of fairy stars, which is absolutely amazing, guys. On top of that, it's not a hard condition, inflicts more damage the more gauges are full, so that's 10 SP or more. And even if you don't guilt this medal is going to help you. Think about the Roxas B event we just had right now. You know, the spider, if you can't one-shot the spider removes your buffs on you. But if you're using multiple copies or you get extra attack on this medal, you're lowering the spider's strength and you'll actually survive his attacks. So not only are you raising your defense, but now you can deal with enemies like the spider who take away your buffs. So this medal is a lot better than Master Ava, in my opinion. A lot of you guys are going to say, no, it's not, this, that. But I think because if you have Kyrie EX or Illustrated Shion EX, those have all the buffs and debuffs you need in the game, especially if you copy it 3 times or even 2 times, that this medal is going to be way better than Master Ava. Way better. Just because of what it does. The AoE damage is a lot better. Single target, I give it to the foretellers, but for pure defense, like everyone's trying to go for Master Ava, this medal is incredible. So that's HD Zexion over there. I'm going to take that down. And next medal I want to talk about that is super amazing here is this HD Vanitas, or Vanitas, sorry. So Vanitas here, that guilt's hilarious. The guilt, because he's a tier 7, is actually a 5 multiplier, which is really close to Roxas B. But what this medal does is that it copies any medal in the game. Now remember, I reminded you there is a copycat reprint banner that will come out eventually. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like JP had, guaranteed every pull, but it might come out, and that's the best time to try to chase a copy medal to get extra attack, or just different copy medals for different slots on different keyblades. Our problem with this medal here is that it's really good on only like 2 keyblades, 3 max, because on Mughal Glory it's got a nice multiplier, but it's copying a power that only goes up to like a 2.3 or 2.5. I think it's a 2.3, and that's not that good. Then you got Fairy Stars, which is in the 2nd slot, so it can copy your Master Ava, it can copy your Master Era, it can copy a lot of good, like the Genie. If you get this medal gilted on Fairy Stars, you can go Kyrie EX and then copy a genie. So 2 hits at 19.80. So really good there. And again, Diamond Dust, it can fit basically anywhere on there and do a ton of damage as well. There's other Keyblades, but they're not as noteworthy because they're all like in an awkward beginning position and too early where you can't double cast Kyrie EX or Illustrated Shion, whichever one you get, because it's too early in the Keyblade to actually have a good slot and have multiple buffs before it, like to get your full rotation of Kyrie EXs. So he's got 2 solid Keyblades, 3 max, and it's really, really important if you need a reversed blue. This is our first reverse magic, and I don't know if we're going to get another one. That's going to be a copycat medal. If you get extra attack on this, you are laughing. If you get anything on this, you are laughing. Negative 60s plus 1000. Crazy, crazy medal. So another reason to pull from this banner. Let's take that one down now, and let's talk about... Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay, HD Larxene. Now, this is not one of the best ones, but for those of you who didn't get Final Boss Shion, she has a better multiplier than Final Boss Shion. Her multiplier is a 13.61, which is actually one of the highest multipliers at the moment for AoE, even in certain future tier 7 medals, and she's a tier 6. She's a tier 6 with that multiplier, and she fits on Missing Ache and Divine Rose beautifully at the end. So she can take the place of Final Boss Shion. The only difference is that Final Boss Shion, good for high score challenges, she deals 3 hits, but she lowers the defense by 3 tiers, not for 2 turns, or not for anybody else, but she takes care of herself. So that's the only issue. She's kind of weak, but if you're using Final Boss Shion as your only attack medal, a lot of things you can pass. You can pass a ton of things. The only problem is that it's 3 tiers for 1 attack, which means she only lowers the defense for her. So she's the weakest of the bunch. Nice multiplier. She'll definitely take care of herself, but if you have Kyrie EX, it doesn't matter that she only takes care of herself because Kyrie EX already has the general defense down for everybody. And same thing with Illustrated Shion coming out. And a lot of other medals have general defense down on them. So when you're looking at her just raw multiplier, that's an amazing multiplier. She should not be, oh, she's no good, take her to the side. She's still pretty amazing. And you're going to use your whole Keyblade anyway, so you're always going to get that 13.61. There's some occasions you might not use your whole Keyblade, but with how much SP restore we have with Tyrese, Illustrated Shion, and Kyrie EX, we're going to have a ton of SP restore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, don't look at this one like it's bad just because she takes care of herself. If you have that Kyrie EX, that's a beautiful multiplier there. 13.61, another nice one to gilt. So now that's everything that is alone I'm going to talk about. Now let's talk about, we already talked about the high score challenges, how amazing they are. And let's talk about the Days Riku and the final form Sora there. The final form Sora there, HD version, and Days Black Coat Riku from 358 over 2 days. All 3 of these medals, Kingdom Hearts 2 Leon there, he's going to come out later, and he's the 3rd part to this trio. So obviously Riku is the magic one, Sora is the speed one, and then Leon is the power one. They all do the same thing, raises your upright strength by 1 tier, and lowers your enemy's defense by 3 tiers. And the AoE is 13.80. If you guys remember, like I told you, look at the multiplier of this medal only for single targets, 13.56. Now let's go back to this, and this is AoE. Every enemy you attack is going to get hit by 13.80, and you raise your upright strength by 1 tier. Way better, guys. Way better, and they're guaranteed every pull right now if you're lucky enough to pull one out of 5 medals. So, lots of pulling about to happen. So if you guys don't want the magic or the speed one, and you're going to continue saving, Leon is a power one, and they all have their place on the Fairy Stars, on Fenrir's, on Olympia. Every Keyblade, these medals are going to be amazing. High AoE multiplier, and these are top tier. This is top tier AoE damage. Everything that's coming out, again, I went through everything, guys. I did a whole bunch of writing. And when I'm looking at AoE damage, 13.8 is the highest AoE damage coming out. Even if we don't get those limited medals like the Halloween Sora and Donald, the HD ones, or sorry, limited ones. I forget what they're called. They're illustrated. Sorry, illustrated Halloween ones. So they're at 13.59 for AoE. These guys are the best AoE medals that are coming out. There is nothing else that has more than 13.8 AoE damage. These are top tier AoE at the moment, and they have the new upright strength buff along with lowering general defense. This is like a free to play heaven right now. Even if they release new medals that come out and they're better, and they did, and we're going to talk about that because I also have that prepared. But right here, guys, these two medals that are currently available, the Riku and the Sora, beautiful. Sora, Fairy Stars, end of the Keyblade. Riku, third slot of the Keyblade. Fairy Stars is going to be the most used Keyblade for a long time in North America, and we're so close to JP that it's just going to be starting to be exactly the same. Again, we are only 16 medals away for being in par. And here's the future, guys. So I'm not including Illustrated Shion EX here. I'm not including VIP medals, and I already showed you the new medals like Hercules B. I'm not including Oogie Boogie, the Jack Skeleton, the Illustrated Halloween, Donald and Goofy. And again, any of the VIPs or the tier 6s like KR13, the Sora Atlantic version, and the King Birth by Sleep tier 6 that we didn't get. But these are noteworthy because look at Pete there. That's Pete HD. He raises reverse tier of strength by 1, and he lowers general defense down by 3 tiers. So like we were just looking over here, let me just change that out. Over here, they have 3 general defense down with 1 upright, where Pete has 1 reverse up and 3 general defense down. So there's going to be a reverse version of every single one, I believe, just like there is Leon, Sora, and Riku. I think there's going to be a Pete, maybe a Maleficent, and maybe something else. So we're going to have another version, but for the reverse, like we have for the upright that I just showed you. So not as strong, AoEs with 11.34, but guys, that's still pretty amazing. Then we got the 2 newest and most amazing, and this is where I say that it's going to get better, but it's going to get better in buffs and debuffs. So if you don't have Illustrated Kairi EX and you don't have Illustrated Shion EX, these medals, as you collect them and you put them on your Keyblades, eventually we're not going to need Kairis. If you really think about it, if you get extra attack on these medals, if you get multiple copies of different ones that do all this, you kind of don't need Kairi X, but it's always good to have 1 copy. But we're going to get to a point where we eventually don't have to copy Illustrated Kairi EX or Shion EX, because the medals that are coming out with all the buffs and debuffs we need to complement the Kairi and the Shion. But the King Mickey, he's super effective to all attributes. So you just put him on an upright magic slot, and he will do super effective damage to every single enemy. AoE 11.94. Beautiful damage, guys. Anything that's at near 12 or more, not compared to like the Valor Genie we have now that's 19.80, but this is AoE and super effective. So you technically can level up 1 Keyblade that has the highest upright magic and just massacre with this medal. Along with copycat medals, you're laughing. This is too much power right there, guys. And again, he also lowers the general defense, which is nice as well. Then we have the new Master Xehanort, and this medal is incredible. By the way, King Mickey there, the king, he is 2 turns. That is 2 turns. So if you had to do multiple turns, you're getting 4 upright strength. Now, the same thing with Master over there. He is also 2 turns, but for 2 turns, he lowers Magic's defense, attribute defense, right? Magic, that's why. Magic defense by 2 tiers, lowers general defense by 2 tiers, raises Magic strength by 7 tiers, which is the cap, and reverse strength up by 2 tiers for 2 turns. That's all in 2 turns, and his AoE damage is 12.54. And that's what I was saying. If you guys go back over here, this multiplier is huge. 13.80 is the highest AoE, and these 2 are new ones coming out, and they're lower. So technically, if you guys have Kairi EX or Illustrated Shion EX, these medals over here will still be better. They will be better in so many situations. Like, even if you don't pull that Master or that King, the King's really good, but if you don't pull Master Xehanort there, it doesn't matter because the other ones have a 13.80, and Illustrated Shion and Illustrated Kairi EX have all those buffs and debuffs depending which Keyblade setup you're using. Obviously, you're going to use Kairi EX for the medals I just showed you, and they have 13.80. That's all I got to keep saying. AoE 13.80, and 2 of them are guaranteed right now. So, this is the future, and this is the newest, and look at those multipliers, guys. 13.80. Amazing. The high score challenge medals, highest single target. So you're gonna get the best AoE right now and the best single target. And for everybody who has Illustrated Kairi and Illustrated Shion, I'm repeating myself so many times, you are set if you pull for this banner right now. So enough with milking this and talking about it. Yes, a bunch of things can happen for Christmas, bunch of deals, a bunch of reprints, a bunch of everything. But I think that this banner is gonna hold value for such a long time. And to end this video off, I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna be pulling all week. Every video I make, I'm probably gonna pull. I'm probably gonna do a big polling video because on this account I have 36,660 jewels. On my free-to-play account, I have 54,000 jewels, or I think 57,000 jewels now that I think about it. So, Dual Railed Roxas, still an amazing medal, but like I said, if you have that Kairi or that Illustrated Shion coming out later on, this is the banner to go for. Here's my first pull. Hopefully I'm recording this whole time because I don't want to repeat all this. And good luck to everybody. Enjoy the pulls. Free to play. Go ahead. Restart if you want to. Do a bunch of pulls here. Get these medals and you're going to have an amazing time. Here's my guaranteed medal. I got the copycat medal. Okay. I really wanted the copycat. Oh, 3 orbed. Woo! Look at that, guys. I only have to use 3 Mickey and Brooms to fully guilt this guy. And I have a ton of Mickey and Brooms. That is amazing. And I got my boy Sephiroth there along with this pull. Guys, pull. I honestly, if there's ever a time I say pull, you guys know it's good. And this is good. This banner is going to take care of you. We're going to be able to trade a bunch of these. We're going to aim for that genie. Even if you'd make top 5,000 or the reward, go for the reward. Throw Mickey and Brooms on that genie or that Hercules B coming out later on. These are top tier medals that are being released right now. And they're going to be top tier for a long time. Even if new AoE medals that come out have 15 or 16 multipliers or 19, a 13.80 multiplier, a copycat medal tier 7, these have value for a long time. All right, so that's where I'm going to end off. I'm going to do a poll almost like every video, guys. I am spending jewels. I skipped the foretellers. I got super lucky with Kairi EX. My free-to-play account decided to skip Kairi EX, and I'm super excited that I did all that. So, if you got jewels, go for it. If you don't have Kairi EX yet, and you spent all your jewels chasing her, and your account's like a month new, or 2 months, and you got nothing, good time to re-roll. I guarantee you're going to have a good time after this, especially what's in here and the chance of getting other medals as well. I showed you in my free-to-play account using a ×3 buffer, not 0.2 Kairi, not Kairi EX, a ×3 buffer, and I'm chasing events and beating them. There's like one quest I couldn't do it. I needed 0.2 Kairi, but with these medals and a ×3 buffer, you're solid. So don't worry about it. Go for that reroll. These medals will take care of you. Too many buffs and debuffs. Now, let's say, last thing. This is the last thing, guys. Let's say you have good medals. You're comfortable, but you want a couple things here and you don't want to guilt them. There's a ton of medals in here that have good buffs and debuffs, like the Zexion. That medal alone will take care of you. And I forgot to also mention, jump back in. Let me see if I can pull it up again. The medals that were in here, this one right here, the Sora, and I believe the Riku, there's a couple of them. Let me just jump out of this, actually. This will make it easier. They have an 8 or more on top of them. 8 hits or more. So if you guys know, Proud Mode 160. So right here, which 2 were they again? HD Final Form Sora and Days Black Hole Riku have 8 hits, which means Proud Mode 160. Congratulations, you guys just got a bunch of buffers and debuffers that will annihilate that quest. I do not need to make a guide for that. These medals will destroy that quest for you. So, let's end this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this one for me. I spent a lot of time on this. I really went through everything, and I think this is really important. This is a good banner. I know there might be better banners coming out, but if you want solid guaranteed traits and guilts, and don't forget, as you're polling, you might get a boosted one. So do not combine yet. Do not try to fuse for traits. Keep polling as much as you want to pull, and don't fuse anything together. and then you guilted because you might pull a boosted one. If you pull a boosted one and you already guilted and traded one and you got good traits, you just lost that. You can't use the boosted one as the main medal because you'll lose all those traits. So keep that in mind. Keep pulling until you think you're done pulling, and then you guilt and trade everything. Do not guilt and trade and then possibly pull in that boosted medal that's going to be wasted. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Spent a lot of effort into this. I don't think I'm wrong on this, but again, this is my opinion, and you guys are all allowed to leave your opinions in the comment section. I'm going for this. This is usually what I do. When key arts came out, I went for it. When 0.2 Kari came out, I went for it. When a lot of certain medals came out, I smashed at that jewels and I just destroyed it. I took all my jewels away and I had a blast. If you guys guilt the medals and you got what you need, don't go crazy for looking for traits. You still need jewels for future medals. Medals always get better, better, and better. So keep that in mind. If you got enough to guilt and you got all the medals already, there's Fantasia Mickey B's. Sit back, relax, and save jewels because you'll need them later on anyways for avatar boards, for more skills, so on and so on. Gems to upgrade your Keyblade. So I think that's enough information. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Everything you guys think. Which one's your favorites? What do you think of this as yourselves? But again, don't forget to hit that like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck on your pulls.